The employees at Popeyes keep discounting my food because they genuinely think that I'm Drake.
Jordan the Stallion is a liar, but worse than that, he's a hateable liar. He is the worst kind of liar. He's the kind of liar that lies just to be interesting and different. He is the living, breathing, I'm not like other girls meme come to life. I mean, almost everything this guy puts out is a total made-up scenario to make people think that he's just the kookiest, crazy guy with the most insane luck you could imagine. I mean, this guy will literally sit and make up the most ridiculous stories, and they're not even funny. They're not clever. They're not insightful. I saw this video where he sees a potato cutter on TikTok, and instead of letting that person have their own shine, he has to make up some stupid-ass lie about how he went on a wild search for the potato cutter. That leads to a totally made-up conversation with a McDonald's employee.
Called 2 Best Buys, a Home Depot. I called Lowe's and I called McDonald's to see if just anybody knew what this was. And the McDonald's employee actually told me, he asked me, he said, "Are you by yourself?" I said, "Yes." He said, "It's called a Sopito electric French fry cutter."
I mean, it's just so stupid. Like, it's so dumb on so many levels. For one, if you just Google machine that turns potato into French fry or potato French fry cutter, you will find literally thousands of options for that in seconds. Then it's like, okay, so the McDonald's employee tells him exactly what the name of the potato cutter is. Like, how does that even work? McDonald's doesn't even cut their own French fries. They come frozen and they go from a bag to the fryer. Imagine being so mentally dense that you don't pick up on that immediately. Then it's like, what? Jordan has the most amazing talent for providing descriptive detail over the phone, and the McDonald's employee is just an expert on potato cutters. It's so dumb. Like, this guy is a pathological liar, and his lies aren't even convincing or funny, or they're just dumb. And then another one that I watched of him that I just absolutely love is he watched some clip. He sees some clip about someone talking about working at Target or how hard it is to get hired at Target or something like that. So naturally, of course, he has a story for it.
You know what I'm saying? I remember I had a paper application to go to work for Target. I walked up to an employee. His name was Chester. I said, "Excuse me, Chester, where can I drop off this paper application?" He grabbed it from my hands, walked over to the nearest trash can and threw it away. I said, "Chester."
This is the liar's curse. They can't help but pull up some story they have and just pull out some story about every single situation that's ever brought up. Like, no matter what the subject matter is, not only did it happen to Jordan, but it happened to Jordan in a way that you would not believe. So anyway, of course, he went in with a paper application. I don't know why. He goes, okay, so Jordan goes in with his paper application, and someone with the super funny and like totally not made up name Chester just throws his application in the garbage right in front of him. Like, imagine that. Imagine Jordan saying, "Chester," in that overly affected "I'm a small bean" voice, while our Chadster just tosses his dumbass application in the trash. Like, has anyone ever handed in an application? When would you just bring it to the first random employee you saw? It's total nonsense. And who has as good of a memory? And I mean, these clips just go on and on forever. Almost every single one is the most insane story you've ever heard. Like, did you know that Jordan once quit a job in 47 minutes because his new manager told him he'd have to choose between the job or his cat?
47 minutes. I was interviewing for an office job, right? It was like 2 or 3 interviews. And then at the end of it, I actually got the job. So my first day, right, I clocked in at noon. By 12:30, the manager of that job walks in and sees me. He's like, "Oh, hey, how you doing? Nice to meet you." But he saw that I had cat hair on my outfit. And he's like, "Oh, do you have a cat?" I said, "Yeah, his name is Harvey," right? I was going to show him some pictures. And he says, "Yeah, at some point, you're going to have to choose between the job and your cat."
So this is what I'm talking about. So first of all, this new manager of Jordan's is allergic to cats, but for some reason, he sees animal hair on Jordan, and he can instantly tell it's cat hair. Like, this guy needs to be in the special forces working as a spotter, because he just has the most unbelievable eyesight imaginable. Then the way he starts off this whole story with, "Oh, I was interviewing for an office job. I got the job and I did these 2 or 3. And then he just moves on from the interview aspect of it completely. This is called guilty rambling. It's the tell of a liar. He's just adding in things that he thinks will sound believable. Like, oh yeah, to get a job, you have to do interviews. And I did 3 and then I got the job because that's important for the job. Like, he already established that he had quit a job quickly. So why not just say, once I quit my job because of XYZ? And then moving on, I mean, he has this clip, this insufferable clip about him going to Popeyes to order strawberry biscuits.
So I went to Popeyes today, and not only did it change my life, come here, I'll never be the same again, because I went to Popeyes and I wanted to order the 2 strawberry biscuits. So I went over and I said, I'd like 2 strawberry biscuits, please. And the cashier said, do you want me to change your life? And I responded saying that, will I still get my strawberry biscuits if I say yes? And she said, yes, I'll give you the strawberry biscuits, but do you want me to change your life? And I'm like, what do you mean by that? She says, all you need to do is trust me.
Like, if you've ever been in a Popeyes for more than 2 minutes, you know that this never happened. Nobody at Popeyes has the time or patience to deal with somebody like this. Have you ever been into Popeyes and ordered and had anything happen other than, okay, is that all you want? Is that all you want? Okay. I mean, it's just, and the crazy thing is people comment on his videos like, wow, I can't believe all this stuff happens to you so often, Jordan. That's because it doesn't. And all it takes to see through this guy is a little bit of common sense. But what I've learned from reading his comments is that most of Jordan's fans are just like him. And I don't mean that his fan base is made up of liars. I mean, just like his fans, above all else, Jordan is a dummy. And he's one of these fake deep dummies that think talking in a whisper voice makes him seem like sexy and wise. It's so annoying, dude. Like, this guy has no actual content, and this is the problem with YouTube Shorts. It allows anybody to make 50 or 60 videos a day and throw anything at the wall until it sticks. Then, like with Jordan, they find a niche, something that sticks, telling these exaggerated, lying stories. Then that's his new formula, and he just goes on and on and on, making up a new story I mean, this guy has dozens and dozens and dozens of these videos where he describes these insane life experience. And I want to make it clear, like, I'm not punching down on this guy. I mean, this guy has literally over 1 billion views on YouTube, and he does a ton of product placement, and he does actual, like, full ads as shorts. Like, the guy is getting paid, and I'm not mad at that. I'm just saying, like, this guy has no content. It's not insightful. He doesn't take any hard opinions. It's just amazing what you can get away with these days. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe. I hate a lot of YouTubers, and I just felt like talking about it. Peace out.
This was like, yo, my brother brought it up. He's like, dude, you got a lot of stories about work, about JUCO, about UCR that happened. Like, bring those up. And I just started telling them my work stories. And people, I love it because people genuinely don't think these are real. These are so real. It's almost sad how real they are.
We'll be right back.